Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Operation Market Garden. Well, it's 4 o'clock on the second day and we finally made a bit of a breakthrough. By my reckoning, we're about half a day behind what they did in real life, so give or take a few good turns we might be able to get ahead. But basically what's happened, if you watched the last video, we made it across this bridge over near Erkoven, and well, I decided to push all my elements over that bridge over the next 6 hours, through lunchtime up to Tongaleri, up through Opwetten to Neunen, and all the way to Hoydonk. And turns out that we've actually met with elements of the 327th Glider Regiment from the 101st Airborne. They have held Son Bridge all this time, waiting for our asses to catch up and get to their position. However, we have heard from a runner that has made it to the Irish Guards here that they're under attack from enemy mechanized infantry and armor coming down from yes, St. Odin Road. St. Odin Road? Yeah, I think so. I think that's how you say it. Or St. Odin Roda, maybe. So they're coming down from the north. I guess they had pretty decent defensive positions when they took this Zon Bridge here. Yeah, it's a little bit muddled. I got a report to say that they held the bridge, I think, and then some Recce battalion from the 50th Division was over here at Hoven, and basically got his eyes on, and he reckons that the tanks have made it this far south near Esp. But in any case, I'm going to try and push the Irish and the Welsh Guards across the bridges, see if they can add to the firing power of the paratroopers here that are at Son Bridge. And if the battle goes well, maybe come nightfall we'll have this bridge, we'll have a fair supply overnight, and we'll be able to continue, because the 501st parachutes have actually managed to take the bridge here at Vagel as well. So that's a turn up for the books. I think if we literally break this element coming down from the north to attack, then we'll be okay. But we've got the Welsh Guards here, just on the eastern side of Eindhoven. They're currently out of fuel, but you know, maybe the infantry in Eindhoven will elect just to defend and not overrun their position. We do actually have a turn up for the books. We have a new division coming into the game called the Provisional Division. I think I was told it's full of Belgians and Highlanders as well. They're somewhere around the vicinity of where my Princess Irene's were at Stratton. They've come down the road and they're going to try and take Eindhoven itself. My orders to the Princess Irene's were to kind of support the 151st Infantry Brigade that was to its left, but what happened was basically the 151st shifted to the left in order to make way for this division, and the Princess Irene's went with them. But no harm, no foul. I would have liked them to maybe gone in this way and then let the Provisional Division come in after them. But that's the orders that I wrote, and that's the way it's going. We think we might say goodbye to the Princess Irenes as they get transferred to the Provisional Division. But they've had a good fight. They've been a good little character in the movements that I've had so far. Out further to the east, around Neunen, of all places, we've actually run across elements of 3 different divisions: 3rd Fallschirmjäger, 36th and 348th, that we kind of knew were there. We kind of hit them in the arse and overran a lot of their positions. They look like they're pretty much a spent force, any infantry around here. But interestingly enough, the enemy did a counterattack with armour and is somewhere north of Maialu. Our friends in the 43rd Division have got a brigade here that's not having a good day here at the bridges at Maialu, facing off armour. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to keep these 2 elements of the 5th Armoured Guards, and we're going to try and save our friends in the 43rd and basically send our tanks this way. I'm a little bit worried about the defensive grounds that the enemy has, but I mean, if they're beat already, then hopefully maybe we'll hit the armour at Maialu in the arse again. Or maybe they might just say discretion is the better form of valour, and they might try and retreat and try and make their way up to the Hof Bridge, perhaps. The 43rd out to the right, yeah, they've had a bit of mixed results ever since they got to Stiphout and what have you. But the commander of the 43rd reckons that these 2 bridges at the confluence of the canal here are still open. They haven't been blown. I thought that maybe they'd been blown. He kind of did a description which suggested to me that they were, but he's going to try and puncture over this canal before nightfall and hopefully secure a bit of a bridgehead, so you know, just around Beak here, and which hopefully might open him up for the 3rd day to head on up to Nijmegen. But Nijmegen is a long way away. It looks an inordinate amount of distance. No, it's not good. It's not looking good. We haven't heard much, I think, from the paratroopers at Nijmegen. I think they're under a fair amount of pressure. But the poor sorry, not the 101st. The poor 82nd that were elected to take Arnhem, they're in a bit of a pickle. They kind of landed around this area as they did historically. Yeah, they've got the best part of 4 divisions coming at them. So yeah, it's not looking too great for the 82nd. They've got 1 brigade here in the middle of Arnhem, fending off against 3 elements, and the rest trying to kind of hold their supply drops in and around Heilsum. Yeah, so we're going to see what happens to the 82nd going forward. But as we've kind of pushed northwards, we've been getting better reports over the radio of how they're doing. Yeah, so let me draw out what I'm going to be doing next turn. So yeah, we got oh yeah, the King's Royal Hussars. Weirdly enough, how the umpires interpreted my orders, we didn't get to the Hof Bridge, so I have ordered the King's Royal Hussars, which are kind of sitting around here, to maybe just try and get there and scout it out. if anything, just to maybe cut off a route of retreat for some of these infantry, and to see if the bridge is open and make sure that nothing comes across it either. We've got the 32nd, which is hopefully going to provide some support and attack across the bridge before nightfall, and that's kind of how we're looking at the moment. I am kind of concerned that the forces down in Eindhoven, they're probably going to see that they've done their job, and rather than hold to the last man, maybe try and make it out to the north. I mean, if they've got tanks coming, there's a possibility that they might be able to open up a hole and get some forces out, but we'll see. If not, hopefully we'll cut them off, and the 50th will do its job and kind of cut them off from the west, which I think it's kind of done already. These are kind of just presumed positions. Interestingly enough, this supposed division here looks like it's coming in for a counter-attack. I'm not entirely sure what's happening, and I am wondering what the hell happens to our neighbouring corps that was supposed to go this way. I wonder kind of how they're doing and where they are, because that was supposed to be applying pressure as well. But it's a good game so far. I'm liking it. I'm learning a lot from a command and control perspective. My corps commander, a little bit disappointed because he didn't realise my engineers are out of fuel, but they're kind of sitting at Aalst, and they've now actually been asked to assist in building a makeshift airstrip down at the border here. Hopefully that will increase our close air support going forward. I am curious to see how things are going to be looking on the night of the second day, and if we can actually power through for the third. If we get up near Vagel, and maybe within if we get to Zealand by the end of the third day, I'd be surprised. But yeah, my guys are kind of getting low on fuel again, and we're going to have to try and make them rest for the night and recuperate. I'm trying to do a lot of things at once and exploit this late breakthrough, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, we'll see you on the next one, ladies and gents, and I'm sure it's going to be a hell of a report, and we can all sit down. Maybe if the reports come out today, maybe tomorrow I'll sit down with the guys and maybe record a bit of a staff meeting with Monty. Because yeah, we're here at Geldrup with Monty himself. So yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, ladies and gents, we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Ciao for now.